All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to TNP. It's Mr. A hosting and XDeath co-hosting NieR Automata. Definitely a game that works beautifully the first time we started.
Yes.
Half-hour long troubleshooting sessions.
Now
So,
let me try to recap what
okay, yeah, go
happened
ahead.
last time. So we are 2B and 9S, who are part of the Yorha squad, which is a group of androids who have been sent out from some humans on the moon to reclaim Earth by killing a bunch of robots.
That's
And so we
it.
killed a bunch of robots, and then we blew ourselves up once, but we're fine. We can just like download ourselves again. And then we found Sephiroth and killed him, but then he cloned himself from his own body. And then we found some robots that said that they want to be our friends, and that's where we are now. They've been like the whole time they've been saying things like, don't kill me, and our androids just been insisting no, they don't have any real emotions, they're just saying random words. And now
Yes.
that we have this white flag village where they all want to like are explicitly saying no, please do not fight us, and we're going to try to hear them out at this point, I think. And we also fought a ballerina.
Yep. That just about covers it. Just tweaking one more thing here. And
Oh, and we also fought a circus clown.
yeah, in a tank. It was a tank full of clowns.
Yes. Now, I've noticed one thing I noticed when going over the VOD of the last stream is that we have not actually seen any humans in person, have we?
I suppose not. That's a good observation. I wonder what
Yes.
they're up to.
Yes, I wonder.
Uh, just hanging on them. They don't feel safe, being. And I think probably our space station probably has no air, because we don't need to breathe. So yeah,
They're in a
just nice
different
and
space
safe on the
station, I
moon.
suppose.
Yeah, they're on a moon base. Um, so.
Oh, yes, could you do a
Oh
Discord
yes,
stream?
of course.
So most of these machines have dialogue, right? And we were introduced to Pascal, who's the leader of the robots here, and I think is a important character that some players are very emotionally attached to, from my understanding.
That's correct. Yep. So we'll become dear friends with Pascal over time. But we're in a nice peaceful area. We get to explore the village here. Um,
Yep, and listen to
see
the
what's
lovely
up.
music, which this series is known for, of course.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
I did look up the French version of Weight of the World between these two streams.
okay.
It was in French, so I liked that about it.
Yeah, that's good observation.
One thing it does bring to mind is that some anime have this like stylistic use of European languages,
Mhm.
and it tends to vary quite a bit what language it is just between different animes. I've seen stylistic English, German, and sometimes French, but I think English and German are actually the most predominant ones.
Okay. Uh, yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean, like Evangelion had a lot of German. I mean, I'm not super experienced with different anime,
Evangelion
but
had
or some
Joy
German.
being used in a very prominent scene.
Yeah, and
It used a
Asuka,
lot of
famous
classical
German.
music, and oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that entire massive thing. Yes, with their voice actress who like you can tell really studied the German language to be able to pronounce the words right.
Yeah. She did as much as was necessary. As much
Legend of
as
the
she thought was
Galactic
necessary.
Heroes is another one that uses a lot of German with the Empire and that show being kind of based off of the German Empire, at least visually.
Okay.
And there are parts where people will like have notes, like be reading out a letter, and it'll be in either English or German, and you can like read the German or English text of them. So that's one. This would be an example of one that uses French with the French version of Weight of the World, I guess, but it does also have an English version. It's cheating a little bit with English because like Japanese kids have to learn English in high school and stuff apparently.
True, but yeah, that would be a good song actually for educational purposes. You get to listen in a couple of different languages and compare.
Yes, I do think
Um,
it's good. One thing you can do is like learn songs from the language you're trying to learn if you are learning them.
I just forget like how to navigate the village. Okay, just stay on the path.
I've had the song Le Festin from Ratatouille on my rotation for a while now.
Okay, yeah, good. Based media.
Yes, French rat-based. Paris is known for its rat population, after all. So most of these robots are just kind of saying, like, don't kill us, we're not your enemy, we come in peace, kind of dialogue.
We surrender, exactly that. So let's talk to Pascal, I think. Okay,
yes, Pascal also said we should, like, get in contact with the survivors or whatever that we met near the desert.
Anemone, leader of
because those two groups are friends.
Refugees, yes, android refugees, not humans. We like you said, we've not seen any humans. Right now, I'm just collecting all the chests, and there are a couple of side quests I can pick up here. I think you can hear the kind of children's chorus.
Yes.
Further denoting the innocence and peacefulness of these robots. There we go.
Exactly. Here's Big Sister Machine. You can tell because she has a blue bow on her head.
She lost her little sister.
would disapprove of this use of, what was it, like gender signifiers for a female character?
That's true. Well, you know, she could be wearing anything. She could be wearing a tie. The game is not saying she can't. It's just what she chooses to wear.
I think it's quite funny in this instance because they are just these, like, very samey blank robots, and so that's like the only way they could try to indicate differences is just add on a little accessory. White flag means we surrender. This one's a big boy, though.
Yeah.
We do have that. Most of them are all just the same model, but then we have that one big boy.
Yes, hope we don't have to fight any of those later.
That seems like it would be somewhat challenging. We have fought much larger things already.
Oh, true. We did fight one, successfully fight one, and then give up when more showed up.
Or three, yeah, 3 was too many.
Three was too many, yeah.
We had to call down Exterminatus on them.
Yes. Yeah, so I mean that's a good point. Why don't we just exterminate the whole planet, and we're trying to clear out the machines for humans to come back and repopulate. Oh,
yeah, it's very much like WALL-E, as I said last time.
Yep. Apt comparison.
Here's a robot with a big
I won't talk about this guy well. Existence precedes essence.
This is a philosopher bot, apparently. She's going to discuss existentialism.
And 9S is pointless. Okay.
Jean-Paul.
Jean-Paul. Okay. So we did notice last time, a couple instances of the machines seemingly emulating human activity. They were trying to fornicate and have a good time. This guy is doing
They're trying to reproduce,
stuff.
really, and then they successfully did so by, like, forming a very big swarm of robots. It looked like Legion from Castlevania, and then then Sephiroth came out of that.
Yep, Sephiroth came out of that, and Sephiroth's twin brother came out of Sephiroth. So successful reproduction achieved, and now they have philosophy, they have family structure. So
It was more about reproduction with the big sex pit that we saw, because there were also some robots in there that were just like rocking an empty cradle and stuff like that.
You're right. Yep.
And saying baby, I think.
Yeah. All right. So, I was actually paying attention.
She said talk to Jean-Paul's followers instead of Jean-Paul himself, because they're easy to understand or something like
that. Painted machines. Okay, so yeah, we're here. Let's just take care of that. I think they're all around the village, or at least this first one is. Hello. Okay, this one's got makeup, yeah. Machine with makeup. See, this one's not gendered, just has makeup. A big ring.
True, it's not called Machine Girl, it's called Machine with Makeup.
Right. Sure, I'll take him the letter.
Do you think this game is feminist?
No. I think it's especially not feminist, but I wouldn't necessarily say it is.
It has to be in somewhat of a position of authority over 9S.
True, she's also very scantily clad, so it cancels out.
That's definitely true. That's definitely the male gaze in action in various places in this game.
That was literally just Yoko Taro, just trying to make an attractive woman.
guess.
Just nothing wrong with that. But,
Especially with the upskirt shots and the self-destructing, so you can be in your underwear and all that
yes.
sort of stuff.
The game
I
does.
don't think 9S has any destructible clothing when you play as
I don't
him.
know. I don't remember. I'll
You
check
can't
when
make
we get
him.
to him.
He is already wearing some relatively short shorts, though.
Yeah, but they're not, I don't think they're too short. I think they're like a hand
Actually, it looks like
breadth
they
above
basically
the knee.
reach the knees. Yeah.
That was the limit at my school. School for the school uniform, like hand width above the knee. But then I never wore shorts. I didn't like them. I wore long pants.
Never really wore them either. No.
Is one duty bound to answer every question spewed in their direction? Good point, Jean-Paul. This is a waste of time. To be is correct.
That's a good quote.
Yeah, it is.
That's the best quote we've seen since Welcome to Our Den of Iniquity, I think.
I think so.
I was thinking we should, like, change the follower notification so it says that Welcome to Our Den of Iniquity.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, yeah. Okay. Well, we need XP, so we'll put up with Jean-Paul and his followers for now.
Yeah, the combat has been very difficult so far, so leveling up a bit, I think, is in order.
We don't want to grind. Well, you know, you level up. I don't know what you get for it, but yeah, I guess your weapon levels up. No, you upgrade that with money.
Your
I don't know
stats go.
I mean, I don't know. I have no idea what the actual.
Like you have like HP, max HP and stuff.
What did the master have to say? That it wasn't worthy of a response. Okay, it's one of those relationships. All right, we'll be back. Let's see. Looks like we have to go. That's not Jean Paul. Go on the other bridge. There's a multiple bridges. I always get confused. All right, here we go. Oh, I always forget with the button to get to the map. There we go. The answer is there is none. You have to pause and select it.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we can go here for
There's the
more
quest
Jean-Paul.
marker.
That's back in the park. And I think
I
the
see.
other bridge might be a shortcut to the city.
In that big red zone's where we have to go next for the story.
I believe so. Or it's another side quest, actually. Don't know.
I think it was pointing us to the refugee camp.
I think it was, yes. Right this way. Shortcut. Yeah, I think this is leading
Paul
us back.
seems funny.
He does, yeah, he's a. I think he's a cool guy. I hope to one day learn more about his philosophy.
His melancholy, yes.
Yes, his we still
Quest
want to
marker
solve his
indicates that he
melancholy.
has.
Yes.
I wish they'd called it
Spoilers.
Jean Paul's ennui instead, though. That would have been slightly better, I think.
Oh, agreed. But what can you do?
We can get into the city
That would be
ruins
more
if you move that
stylistically
box.
French. Which you know is what this game is all about so far.
Yeah, I mean, we have multiple examples of the French style
Yeah.
being injected into this game.
We had a ballerina. The ballet is French, I think.
Yeah, and 2B's wearing like a French-made outfit, sort of.
True. She kind of looks like Amelia Bedelia.
Yeah. Oh, and Operator 6-0 is distressed.
What's wrong?
It's a bore.
Ballet is most prominent in France and Russia, apparently.
Okay.
But originated in Italy, or at least during the Renaissance.
Huh. Yeah, that makes sense. Well,
It is a French word.
yes.
It had its origin in the Italian balletto. Okay.
You leaving would be bad.
I'm learning a lot about ballet
It would
now.
affect mission efficiency.
Are you saying you need me to be?
All Model B combat units require the assistance of an operator. So,
To be?
that's all. Closing this channel.
Alright, poor operator, oh, yeah, quick save. 6-0 got turned down when she asked someone out. He's now very upset.
Oh, that's what that was about. Oh, do we have the bait to ride the moose with?
No, well, I'll go buy it. You can buy it at the, you know, at the, whatever, refugee camp. Okay.
Minus is shooting at something, or is that you doing that?
That's, I think control is,
I see.
alright. Yes, we will definitely ride a boar, or a moose, or both. We'll prioritize the moose, you know, for your heritage.
Yes,
Yes,
I think
this
the
is the
moose
right
is
way.
the more majestic of the two animals.
I'm, you know, concerned about the stream quality with the lower bitrate, but I guess
I
it's,
have noticed you looking into the menus, yes.
yeah, because it's looking bad for me, but I guess it's better than the frames dropping constantly.
It also does
Fun
look kind
issue.
of low quality for me, yeah.
That's cool.
I suppose it is better than the frame rate dropping, but sometimes you can like, oh yeah, this says it's 1080p already.
Yeah, I could limit the frame rate. Here, let's just real quick, one last thing, because I really, let's just limit capture frame rate. Maybe. Coder preset speed. Try that. Okay. Yep. Do. All right, we're back. Let's go talk to Anemone. We have a gift from Pascal. That's right, consorting with machines. It's no good. See what we got here. Okay, yeah, so we got the sachet, but let's buy some animal bait.
Yeah, you need both.
Let's get like good round number. And looks like we have some quests around here. That's, yeah, the red circle is something else. Let's go do a little exploring. Hey, who are those two? They look important. I never noticed them there before, actually. Okay, I think we have to go into like the junkyard or whatever, which is back there, and there's like a quest there or something. Trying to think if you missed anything important in your recap, but I think that really was it.
I think I covered it. We did discuss some stuff, but we don't need to recap it. Like we discussed how 9S has scanning capabilities that give him more information than 2B, but we won't see that until we play as him.
Right, yeah, that's a huge spoiler. No, yeah, and I actually forgot about the fact that some information is not apparent to you until later, because like you can't see the names of bosses and stuff, even though I know what some of them are, but we'll get to that's a little treat for later. Yeah, and then we have both 2B and 9S at different points expressing some doubt over their mission and the you know, the humanity, for lack of a better word, of the machines.
Yes, they're kind of taking turns being the doubtful and the like repressive one.
Yes.
Where each time the one was like, "Hey, maybe these robots do have feelings." After all, the other one would be like, "No, they have no feelings."
Yes, exactly.
So it's a good relationship that they have between them. They each support each other in their moments of doubt.
Now do you
Yeah.
believe we're not a threat?
Your mouth can say anything it wants, but you still don't have a heart.
I suppose so. Technically accurate.
This does
Yeah.
have some
have a
good
mouth.
lines in it.
You're
It does,
free to
yeah.
visit our village whenever you like.
It has that like anime drama like style of speaking sometimes.
The word heart getting thrown around a lot will always kind of evoke Kingdom Hearts to me.
Oh yeah, well, you know, there has a very specific different meaning.
In anime, with the English subtitles, the word I believe is kokoro, and I've seen that translated as both heart and soul, depending on the context.
Oh, interesting.
Closely related concepts, though, of course, even in English.
Gotcha.
I could be wrong, too, about some uses of it, because I'm not a Japanese expert by any means. I only know the words weebs pick up by watching anime.
Sorry. I gotta stop bullshitting. Yeah, same. I picked up, you know, even just watching one anime like Evangelion, you pick up a lot. I was surprised at how much like weeb knowledge I was able to gather.
Yeah,
Just
what are
from even
some
one.
Japanese words you know then?
Well, you know, Keikaku, all according to Keikaku, that's a famous
That's
meme.
a classic one.
Classic
Yeah.
meme. Let's go ride that moose. Go pick up this corpse and then go ride the moose.
One word that sort of might surprise people a little bit that commonly gets picked up from anime is Shindo, which is like dead.
Oh yeah. I want the big moose.
The first time I understood like a somewhat of a sentence, the whole sentence from Japanese without any subtitles was in Steam Boy. Somebody
Okay.
says like Kimi no Toshan Shindo or something like that, which means like your grandpa's dead.
Oh, okay. I think you mentioned that before, yeah. That's very specific. Alright, let's see if I can... Where's this
It's
animal?
a fairly
There it
simple
is.
Japanese sentence.
Okay, so they eat these, bricks.
This definitely brings me back to the game Okami, where you have to go around feeding the animals their preferred type of food to get some goddess points.
Oh, okay, yeah. There you go. The majestic moose.
Yes. Another adventure game with the frequent animal feeding mechanic is Wind Waker with the bait that you have to feed fish with so they will fill out your map.
That's fun.
Yes.
Never got that far in Wind Waker, so...
I think in both of those games, both that game and Okami, you need to have like a ton of bait in your inventory at all times in case you run into animals. Whereas this game, it seems like the riding is a much less substantial mechanic, so you can kind of get away with just having one or two.
Yeah.
In case you feel like riding a moose for a bit.
Sorry, I was like lost. There we go. Jean-Paul's melancholy and the manager's request can be dealt with simultaneously. But alas, our moose is no longer rideable. Let's
It's
fix
very
that.
much like the chocobo in Final Fantasy, where once you get off it once, it goes away from you.
Yeah.
Very square, soft.
Which, yeah, the chocobo that I never used.
Actually, in 7, when you like have the chocobo in your stable, you can take it out whenever.
Right.
Ride it around.
Wasn't there like some, you know, it took a while to get him in there or something?
It's a whole big process. That's a very extensive side quest. when you first go and like get a chocobo just to get past Midgard Zolom, you don't have access to the stables at that point, so you can't actually like keep your chocobo. Which is more traditional of most Final Fantasy games. Most of the Final Fantasy games, you'll like rent a chocobo or get one out of a forest, and it will be with you until you dismount, and then it will leave, and you won't be able to get back on. In contrast to some games, where the mount will stay and wait for you until you come back to it, like Shadow of the Colossus, for example, is like this, and Oot, of course, with Epona.
Yeah, and whatever the what was the name of the horse in Shadow of the Colossus? Kind of remember the moves.
Aggro, I think.
Yeah, both loyal. Horses are very loyal animals in games.
Not Moose though. Moose is too mighty to be tamed by man.
No, they won't even go in the sewer. All right.
Here we are in the sewer.
Here we are indeed.
Every game has to have a sewer.
Yeah, I think we're going the right way according to my map. Yeah, we're going back to the park.
I didn't quite do NieR notes, but I looked up a couple things related to Yoko Taro's oeuvre throughout the last week. One being, I had mentioned before that I watched one of the final bosses from Drakengard 3 on YouTube back when that game first came out.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I went and looked that video up again. It's I think it says like final boss from Route E or something like that, because it's a Yoko Taro game, so it has to have the fucked up structure.
Yes.
But it's like it's a rhythm game section where you're riding your dragon, and these like giant pale goddesses come out of a flower and shoot little beams of light at you, and you have to tap your shield power along to the rhythm or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is very atmospheric and stuff, but it also had deliberately fucked up camera angles. Like it would zoom in hyper close on your dragon, so you couldn't actually see the beam coming at you that you're supposed to time to.
That's fun.
And then at the end, it like goes to a black screen and still shooting notes at you on the black screen. So, in the YouTube comments, a few people were sort of, I guess, defending this design choice by saying that it was to force you to just listen,
Oh, okay, yeah.
And you use your ears to get to the rhythm. But the thing about that is, it's easy enough to like copy the rhythm of the notes just from hearing it, but the time between when they first come out and when you have to start responding to them is a much harder thing to gauge just by hearing. So, and then the other thing I noticed was that if you look up the Metacritic scores for both Drakengard games and NieR, the only one with a halfway decent Metacritic score is this game, NieR Automata. Every other Drakengard or NieR has like 50 to 60, which is really embarrassingly bad when you consider how much of a little bitch every mainstream game critic is, and how they give every game.
Well, Yoko Taro's a misunderstood genius. That's
3 scores. Well, that was the observation that I sort of came to, was that Yoko Taro fits into the category of like quirky Japanese auteur, along with people like Suda51 and Swery, the guy who made Deadly Premonition. Where their games are very unique and creative, but they definitely are sometimes just going to completely go against like the rules of normal, decent game design, as exemplified by those deliberately fucked up camera angles in the final boss fight for Drakengard 3, and also the deliberately horrible camera angle that we saw during the ballerina boss fight last stream, actually.
Yes, true. And that one, I don't think I even need to defend that one. It's like deliberately horrible to increase the challenge. Which I guess is the case in Drakengard 3 as well. It's just like that sounds more annoying. But
apparently the boss is a fucking nightmare to actually beat, yeah.
And that's like, I think that's one of the like secret endings or whatever, so I understand.
Possibly.
That's actually the that Drakengard 1, the secret ending that leads to NieR, that then leads to NieR Automata, is I believe also a dragon-based rhythm section, so it's kind of like a reference to the series references itself. It insists upon itself.
That ending is also, as I said on the previous stream, a gigantic homage to the end of Evangelion.
Yes.
So,
yes, you are.
Well, now that since you've seen Evangelion since the first time you played this, have you, coming back to it now, would you say you notice more influence from that, or no?
Maybe we'll see later.
I think
Let me get out of here.
It was a pretty big influence on Yoko Taro.
Yeah, in general, I think so. Just like this game specifically, I don't know if I would say it has it draws too much
The
from
imagery
it,
of the same boss I keep talking about from Drakengard 3 is a little bit reminiscent of the so-called giant naked Ray from End of Evangelion.
yes, so called
in
because that's
some
what
ways.
she is.
Yeah. Well, that's like the fan term for her, to the point where the
okay.
fans can abbreviate it to the GNR and still know what people are talking about.
Right. Yeah, we won't be seeing that boss here, but I'm trying to think. Well, I won't spoil anything anyway, but I mean, you have this kind of children, you know, in a dead world motif sometimes. Not a lot. 9S is a young lad, just like Shinji, and that's about it, I guess, for what I just mentioned. No, I don't know. We'll look for connections, because I think you're right. Even based on the ending of Drakengard 1, like Evangelion was probably a pretty big influence on Yoko Taro. But I can't think of anything off the top of my head in this game immediately. Yeah. All right. I need to make it back to the village.
Well, this is a superficial comparison, but one thing they share that we've already noticed, I guess, is the use of or references to major Western works of art, like canonical ones or whatever. Like the Shakespeare references in this compared against the use of classical music in Evangelion.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But a lot of Japanese media has that, as I was already talking about.
Yeah.
Not just these two by any stretch of the imagination.
They both have good soundtracks. Big connection there.
Definitely not similar musical styles, though.
No.
The soundtrack for Evangelion is actually fairly eclectic in terms of the different musical styles it uses.
Yeah, it really is.
There's the one track that completely rips off James Bond's soundtrack. There's the one track that has like a Spanish sounding music style to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's she said, "Don't make others suffer for your personal hatred."
But they have a shop. Yes, I do very much.
Whereas
like
this one has the operatic sort of melancholy tone to it. Is maybe not operatic, but at least heavily vocal.
Yeah,
that's fairly consistent throughout the soundtracks that we've heard
vocal
so far with this one.
Okay, so we got oil for Pascal and a fuel filter for Nemesis.
Yes,
so that's the big
as
trade.
A trade between these two settlements.
Yes.
We're acting as a courier. This is kind of the first Strand type game in that way.
After all, the only way to understand someone is to get to know them. Isn't that right?
Fair enough.
Sure, why not? Uh-oh. Was there a... Oh yeah, I think there's a...
So is that a side quest?
This is an emergency
Nope.
Or is
transmission
that the
from
main
We're
quest?
reading a Goliath-class enemy
So what
inside
happens
the
if you just kill Pascal like Donkey did then?
I don't know.
If I get her to respawn, maybe?
That's possible.
Goliath? This was a trap.
We can quick save and check.
I promise you,
we already did this story flag, so it doesn't really apply anymore.
Oh, Pascal is extremely important going forward, so I don't know. I have no idea how the game could progress without her, but let's find out. We quick saved. You know what? We'll do it when we do a real save, just in case. The thread of prophecy is about to be severed.
Could be an alternate ending, but I guess you already know what all the alternate endings are. You got them all except for the most tedious one or whatever, right?
Well, I didn't memorize all 26, so it could be the alternate ending. I don't remember. One of my favorite parts of Morrowind is it allows you to kill important characters. Oh no, we can't kill Pascal.
You just can't kill Pascal.
Alright, well, I feel bad now, so we're gonna load the game.
Reload anyway. Yeah, you killed the two child robots.
Okay, interesting. Maybe Donkey didn't kill Pascal, or
I guess not.
Wow, I feel ripped off. Yeah, it's like you can kill him, but then it gives a pop-up that it's like the thread of prophecy has been severed. Load a save now,
or persist in the doomed world you have created, or something like that.
I think that's exactly it. Yeah. Oh, the combat music is still playing. Oh no, that's the dramatic go kill the big boss music. That's right. That's what we're doing now.
Vegas also gets some props for being able to do that, because with Yes Man's immortality, the game is able to be completed no matter who you kill. So you can kill anyone.
But not Yes Man, so it's actually
You
pushes
can kill
out.
Yes Man, but then it'll just come back as another.
Oh right, yeah, yeah. True. So I guess it stays within its lore.
He will also cheer you on as you are killing him because of his programming.
Yeah, he's just very positive.
He's like,
Beloved
yeah,
figure.
make me take my medicine. We're shooting him.
Ooh. Color is
Classic
drained.
guy. Yes Man is my favorite character in New Vegas.
I know, yeah, you really you became him for a while.
I did, yes.
Command is deploying new flight units for us. They just sent the coordinates, so let's get going.
On it.
Where are they actually?
That game did have pretty good characters in general, though. Mr. House, he's cool.
Yeah,
He's basically Elon Musk.
basically, yeah. I mean, he's Walt Disney. 'Cause he praises himself,
Yes.
kind of.
That's a really weird conspiracy theory.
It's, the idea of like extremely wealthy and influential people taking steps to not die is not absurd.
Well ingrained. It's just that
But-
people like become convinced that these very specific ones have done it, I guess. Like Elvis,
Right.
people wanted to deny that Elvis was dead as well. I think it just comes from like they get so invested in the celebrity of a person that it becomes difficult to cope with their death almost.
Maybe.
The relationship is so parasocial, one might say.
Yes, a certain one might say that. There's another same one we fought.
Yeah,
just
so that was
tearing
called a
up the city.
Goliath class, I think it was.
They did, yeah, that's what they did. They did say that. Yeah, I thought I had to be up here, but I actually just need to.
So we're the David to this metaphorical Goliath, then.
But we're not going anywhere
Yes,
unless we pass through the
9S
Goliath
is
lens.
David,
We should be careful.
and 2B is I don't know, not in the story.
There's a woman in the David and Goliath
I
story.
don't know if there is one.
Probably not. The Bible isn't very feminist.
No. Okay, there's actually two, so that's no good. We know
Well,
we can
beat
handle
one, and we know we can't beat
Right,
three,
exactly.
so it's what remains to be done is if two is feasible. I was thinking of a new feature we could do as a supplement to, like, is it a loving game? And that's great how avant-garde are the games we play are on, like, a scale of 1 to 10. I thought that might be
Ooh, yeah.
interesting. But I
can
think
be fun.
most of them are not very avant-garde.
No, but maybe it's worth, do you have an example in mind?
No, not really.
Okay.
Let's see.
I think Drakengard,
I do think
some
Yoko
endings.
Taro's work probably does have some elements of the avant-garde in it, yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, first of all, we'd have to define that term, because I think it's
Like
one of those
true.
terms. Technically, it just means anything, like, new that hasn't been done and is risky in art, but it kind of took on this meaning of just, like, doing things that are similar to what the first people who were termed avant-garde were doing.
Right.
Sort of, which is again this sort of denial of of traditional narrative and like narrative cohesion and all that sort of thing, and sometimes just eschewing the need for technical competency in art, sort of like what people associate with modernism and postmodernism.
Right. Just very contentious. Postmodernism specifically.
All of those things have nebulous definitions. Yes, you kind of just have to go with what you feel like it is.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like the last two episodes of Evangelion as an example of the avant-garde in anime, I guess. And 12-ounce mouse, I would consider to be another avant-garde work of animation.
Supposed to just be shooting him.
There's a lot of avant-garde anime. I don't know if there are that many avant-garde video games, though.
No, I guess not. Video games by nature require a certain level of usability to like be a game, and I think that belies the
Makes it more difficult, yeah.
to not have technical competency and make a game.
But you could have one of those like really artsy sort of games.
Yeah, sure,
that,
it's definitely
like,
possible.
a lot of the games I'm thinking of as being the most artsy are not artsy in a way that would be associated with avant-garde, like Shadow of the Colossus or Inside, for example.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really call either of those avant-garde, although maybe Killer 7 could be considered to be an avant-garde video game.
Okay, that game looks cool, but I never played it.
Yeah, that's another one of Suda 5-1's games, which is again one of those quirky Japanese creators who sometimes their games are kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah. Is Killer 7 a piece of shit?
Sort of.
Okay.
I think it's definitely his best game, though.
Okay.
When taken as a whole. I think No More Heroes might be his least piece of shit game.
Oh yeah, that here, I have some friends that like that one quite a
It
bit.
has some piece of shit elements, though. Like, you have to just, like, grind shitty mini-games between every story mission.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, we got the big dude, the Goliath.
Well, there's supposed to be an artistic point to it, I think.
Mhm.
So that's a little bit avant-garde, I guess. Oh, Metal Gear.
Oh, no,
You
they're
could
on
make
side.
arguments for certain parts of Metal Gear as being that.
True, yeah, especially Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yes, Metal Gear Solid 2 seems like a solid example.
Yes, a Metal Gear
Solid
Solid
starting
example.
points for the example of an avant-garde video game.
So we're back in little Star Foxy kind of bullet hell
Yes,
thing.
or bullet hell sections. No, this is a bit Star Foxy with the where the
On
camera's being
rails.
presented
Yeah.
here.
Not
In contrast to
there it
the
goes.
like over the top, over the head thing that we had in. Yeah, and that we are going back to now.
This.
Yeah, yeah. Which is more traditional shoot 'em up.
Yep.
I do have a list of all the games we played on TNP.
Okay. I
I'll
don't-
look at it and see if I have any that are
Yeah.
avant-garde in nature.
Disco Elysium has avant-garde elements.
Yes, I think
say,
so.
Planescape Torment. Technically, that
played
was
that
played
on-
on stream.
Oh yeah, I guess so. That stream has been lost to time though.
Okay. Similar to half of Disco Elysium.
Yes. They're too avant-garde, I think. The world
Yeah.
wasn't ready for them. Because that term does just come from like a French military term. The avant-garde would be the people who go out first and get shot the first.
Yes.
Basically.
Cannon fodder.
Target
The
enemies
advanced
offline.
guard.
That should do it for the Goliaths.
These guys were easier than the other one.
Look out!
We leveled
It's
up more.
recharging.
Never mind, it's recharging. Anime grunting. Oh yeah, I forgot this happens. This is a Silent Hill 2 reference. There's going to be a big hole.
Ah, yes, so we're getting jumped down it over and over again.
Yes. At least 3 times. There it is.
Thrice upon a time.
Thrice
like
upon a
so.
time, in fact, yeah.
There you go, that's obviously the influence of Evangelion coming in. There's gonna be a part where we go to like a farming village and it's presented as like the ideal form of life.
We did. There's a machine village.
Oh,
They don't
that's true.
farm, but hey, the aliens have been detected for the first time in centuries. Maybe they're in the big hole.
I'm not seeing anything too avant-garde on our list of games we've played,
Nah, yeah, I didn't.
sadly. Now I'll Google it. I'll Google avant-garde video games.
Yorha, this is your commander.
See what comes
For
up.
the first time in centuries, we've intercepted a signal belonging to the aliens.
Quora.com. We've had good results from them. What are some examples of avant-garde or experimental video
We can
games?
destroy them. We can end this long and arduous war once and for all. Our
Okay, so we found the
intel team
aliens
is
that
hard
are
at work
hidden
attempting
beneath
to
the
analyze
Earth, I
the source
guess.
of the signal, but we're
Apparently
not
that's where
Paralleling
they
the
were the whole
humans
time.
who are hidden away on the moon,
All
it
Yorha
seems.
units
Yeah.
are hereby ordered to prioritize data
They're both hiding
collection
from
above
each
all
other.
else. We can't let this chance
Okay, so
slip
somebody here is
through our
suggesting
fingers.
Limbo and Braid, which I'm not
Glory to
super
mankind.
convinced of being good examples of avant-garde games, at least.
Determined the
Okay.
signal source and marked it on the map.
Oh, this is like a
But it seems to be underground. Like
late
way
game
underground.
gauntlet
Guess
thing I
we'll
think
see
I've
once we
encountered,
get
but let's see if we can kill this level 20. I mean,
If we're lucky.
not too hard. He's got a, you can see he's a martial artist. He's got a little bandana.
Yes, it looks like he's doing similar attack patterns to the other robots, though.
Yes, but he's absorbing much more damage.
Yes,
that's the
that seems
difference.
to be the main difference. What level are you at right now?
12.
Alright. Yeah, there's this little bandana. That's cute.
I could be shooting him for extra damage.
Oh, you got him.
Well,
Oh,
it's a
okay.
quest. Yep, I forgot this right. Father Servo. Not too shabby.
The warrior monk.
Gum Grasshopper. Yeah, what is in it for us? Okay, battle arts.
Secret battle arts.
We'll help Father
I'd
Soon.
do it, yeah.
Of course.
I trust
it's a
him.
quest. Heaven
Exactly.
smile upon him. Oh. You want to
Okay,
do
I'm
it
gonna
now?
fight you a second time.
Okay. I don't know, Limbo, like, I guess I understand why someone might choose that. It's kind of, it has abstraction.
Yes. Its story kind of on purpose does not really make any sense. It doesn't add up to a definite plot line. It's kind of just to convey feelings,
Right.
which is more avant-garde than a game that just has a really straightforward story, I guess.
Alright, so we can train with him. Save. Cool. Yeah, I don't played Braid. I mean, that game got a lot of people really sucked it off back when it came out, but I never like played it.
Yeah, it was one of the first big mainstream indie games, along
Right.
with Limbo.
What's this? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, true. Limbo also. I tried Limbo and I kind of just didn't like it. I only played for like 30 seconds, so
You didn't like it within 30 seconds, so
yeah,
that's a
so I dropped
record.
it.
Did you refund it?
No, I still have it. It's in my library. Yeah,
Limbo is a good game.
these quests. I thought so when you played it, yeah. And inside, you know, the true culmination of
2B, we picked up the
Dutch?
signal under the
No.
contain area.
Where are they from?
Danish.
Danish, close. Danish
It's
art.
like IO Interactive.
Right, yeah.
They did get funding from the Danish Film Institute or something like that for Inside.
Yeah, I don't think I Interactive ever did.
Just like how Rayman Origins got funding from the French government for artistic
yeah.
reasons or whatever. Despite
Kind of
Ubisoft
fun
being
games.
a gigantic corporation. Probably.
I know Poland, like, was very proud of The Witcher 3. They gave a copy to Obama when he visited. As a gift. I'm sure he played it.
Really?
I'm sure he really played it, yeah. Yes. Yeah, there's like you can find a picture online of like the Polish, I don't know, president or prime minister giving the copy to.
I'll look that up.
Yeah.
Witcher 2, apparently.
Oh, is it 2? Oh, wow. Not even the good one.
Prime Minister Donald Tusk presented him an official diplomatic gift, including The Witcher 2 and 2 of the books that inspired the critically acclaimed computer game.
Fun.
Wow.
Oh,
There was a
yeah.
lot of Obama did as part of his like public image talked a lot about how much he liked to read and what his favorite books to read were, but you know that's much more that's
Right.
considered a much more like serious pastime, I guess,
Yeah.
or respectable. I think is the right word.
Yes,
Respectable
playing
pastime
Witcher
than
2
playing video
is not
games.
respectable. Yeah,
Not
Obama's
in the eyes
favorite
of
show is The
boomers.
Wire. I remember that.
Oh, is it?
That's a respectable HBO drama. Or, no, it's a drama. I guess it is. Everything's a drama.
Probably a drama. I don't know much about The Wire though.
Good.
Why is it called The Wire?
Because it's about wiretapping.
I see. That
It's also
explains
about
that.
the you know, the wire that represents the tough job of, you know, like walking the wire of being a cop in Baltimore, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, it's a police drama.
Yeah, it's
For some reason, I thought
Yeah.
it was like a business drama.
no, it's a police drama about different things every season, but basically, oh fuck, I died. Oh, these guys are tough. Okay.
It's interesting how 2 of the 3 HBO shows you champion the most are about being a policeman, and the third one is about being a criminal.
What's the second one? Oh yeah. Well,
True
those are I like you know, that area of like that theme. Ops
What
criminals.
Americans do. The
feel like-
gangster is, if going back to the days of the Old West, is very much ingrained in the American popular consciousness.
Yeah. And, you know, where's my corpse? I mean, those just happen to be the best shows. I mean, if there's a good HBO show, I mean, I like Game of Thrones. That's not about either of those things. So there you go. There's one.
You could argue that a lot of the characters in that are criminals in one form or another, but that would be
Yes.
very pedantic to try and make it fit the
And some are
pre-established
even,
category. So yes,
Yeah, some kind of
law
police type.
enforcement.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there you go. Yeah.
Well, a lot of them are the man.
Yes.
Like even Ned Stark is the man.
Briefly. Yeah, the Wire. Well, the Wire. What's cool about it is it's really the main character is really the city of Baltimore, and every season explores a different aspect of like Baltimore infrastructure, like schooling or the projects and that kind of thing. And it's really about just like the lives of people in Baltimore and how they get by, especially regarding the drug trade. So it's very nuanced, interesting. It's a show that took me a full season to like. I watched the entire first season thinking it was kind of boring, but it's really just, you know, you gotta have the right artistic palette to appreciate it.
It grows on you like Deus Ex, I guess.
I think so. I think it's one of my favorite shows, so it definitely grew on me. Let's see if I can nab my corpse before these fuckers kill me again.
For missing plug-in chip. It is likely in the possession of a machine life form.
I think that's what we established, is that video games need more of an avant-garde than they have now.
Yeah.
People got to get out there and make some avant-garde video games, I think. Because animation has fuckloads. Games need to
Too
catch
many.
up.
Yeah. Games in general, you know, just because it's such a new medium relatively compared to things like animation.
Which in itself is a relatively new medium compared to literature or painting
Yeah.
or anything
Theater.
like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. These guys are actually easy.
They're level 22, but that doesn't mean they're all that.
They do hit very hard, but yeah, my skills were too much for them. Just kind of cleaning up some side quests. Well, you know what? Let's go in the hole. Let's just get on with the main story. This part is where things start to get interesting. Again.
Okay. Let's go in the hole.
I am healing rapidly. I don't know why.
Is this really a reference to Silent Hill 2, or did you just say that?
No, it's just a big hole. I mean, you know, you can take that for what you will. You could say, yeah, big hole, that's a reference. It's up to you, but I would not really make that assertion.
I think it's actually a reference to Evangelion when Shinji falls into the Shadow Angel.
The big seal, yeah.
Yes, the chunky seal. What do they call that again? It's like a sea of something.
Oh, I don't remember.
A sea of some kind of Latin sounding pretentious name.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Ethereum or not.
That's
Not
over here looking
Ethereum,
at
no.
me.
That's a cryptocurrency, isn't it?
Yeah, but still like,
You made a lot of money off of Ethereum, didn't you?
no, I didn't. I lost money.
Oh, shame.
I didn't actually buy any Ethereum. I tried to mine it, or I joined a friend in trying to mine it, and it kind of didn't. Timing was off. If I had bought,
Yeah,
if I had
just-
used that money that I spent helping mine on just buying Ethereum, I would have made a fuck ton of money. But that's not what happened. So
Unfortunate.
yeah.
It's a D-Raxy, apparently. That
okay.
Leliel pulls Shinji into.
Yeah, Leliel.
Is that more correct?
Oh.
You're the Bible expert.
Yeah, there's no Leliel's not in the Bible. That's Phallic stuff, I think. Like, all the angel names. Only angel named in the Bible. There's like Michael and Gabriel, I think, might be
Yeah,
named,
Gabriel.
And then
Gabriel is traditionally considered to be the one who like goes and tells the shepherds of Jesus is coming, right?
yeah, Michael like fights Satan, but Gabriel is like does all the message work. Am I just like stupid? What's going on here?
Fighting the drill. This is a very phallic enemy.
Ow. Fuck. I was trying to heal and I pressed the wrong button.
I think it's a reference to Evangelion with the very phallic angel that Shinji cries in front of his friends after killing.
Yeah, yes. I remember that one. You don't want to cry in front of your friends.
No, that's very embarrassing. I think they actually respect him more after that
They
scene,
do.
though. Japanese school children are more kind than
Yeah, they're
American
more
ones, I think.
open, big-hearted.
What is this?
Analysis. It is a cave-in caused by the collapse of an open space underground.
Wyatt, that's a weird looking enemy.
Man, I think this is a weird looking enemy.
Yeah, I don't have to fight these, I don't think. Okay.
I'd say it's more of a phallic looking enemy, but maybe that's what he means. Maybe he didn't want to say the
They're
word
kind of
phallic.
weird looking, you know, if you really...
They are a little funny, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, you know, kids like drawing them so much. And adults, no shame.
Caved in.
They're
Like
easy to
drawing
draw
things.
too, that's one thing
Oh,
that
yeah,
helps.
yeah. Yeah. Alright, we're not gonna fight, because those things are kind of annoying.
They're easy to draw in such a way that they're like unmistakably recognizable.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, if you try to draw a dog or something, it might end up looking too much like a pig, and people might not be able to tell that it was supposed to be a dog.
Yeah. Possible. I've
Hard to
heard of
do
that
with the
happening
penis.
before.
Not to you though, you were an expert draftsman throughout school.
Yeah, oh no, that was sheep. I think she drew a sheep and it looked like a dog or something.
This hallway looks pretty old.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I didn't draw on my laptop. Okay, so I was a good kid. Unlike that girl who drew the sheep or dog or whatever it was that was mistaken for the opposite thing.
Whatever creature it was intended to be.
Yes. She was trying to draw Leliel from Evangelion and it ended up looking like a sheep.
Yeah, he's very round. So yeah. Easy way to draw the sheep is to give it just draw the fluff, like draw a cloud almost, and then just draw little legs and a
Yeah.
face on it.
Yes.
So that would end up being fairly round as well. I was a horrible artist, and also I had really bad handwriting.
I have bad handwriting. I guess I'm not like an amazing artist, but I used to draw a lot as a kid.
You drew that webcomic, right? Or was that or you wrote?
That was a sprite comic because you don't need skill for that.
Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, you
What
could
is
draw
this
original
place?
sprites. That would
There's
take
nothing
some
like it
amount
in
of
the
skill.
database.
yes,
It is
I did
easier.
not
I
do
know
that.
from personal experience, it's easier to draw sprites than it is to draw real things.
We're in the big alien ship. I'm gonna take a quick break before we get into these hard-hitting story moments.
All right, maybe I'll make some hot chocolate.
That's a good idea. Maybe I'll do similar.